What's up my achievement Roberts, Mayhem Blizz? We're playing Frog Detective for the full 1000G. It's been on PC Game Pass for a while, but has recently joined Xbox Game Pass, so if you've got either of those chappies, pick us up. We can cop the full 1000G in around 2 hours, maybe more, maybe less, depending on how quickly you can mash that A button. So let's get cracking, hit play, and select case 1, and then play again. As we start, the telephone will ring. We need to interact with it with the A button to pick it up. This will initiate some dialogue, which we can simply mash the A button to get through. Once done, do a 180, press the A button on the magnifying glass to pick it up, and you'll get the Picked It Up achievement for 50 gamer score. Look through the magnifying glass with the right trigger and then interact with the doorknob to finish the scene. So to make things easier whenever we speak to someone, we will be always selecting the top option, which we can simply do by mashing the A button until we have control of our character again. There are only a few exceptions where we have to select a specific option to continue, to which I'll give you plenty of notice. Don't worry too much, you won't miss any achievements or have to replay a section if you select the wrong option. You'll just have to listen to more dialogue. After the cutscene then, and this waving monkey, do a 180 and interact with this boat for the try to leave achievement for another 50 gamer score. Look to the right and speak to Larry the Lobster. This is one of the exceptions to mashing through the dialogue. We need to select the noises, ingredients, then explosion, and then nothing right now. Right after Lobster Man then, head behind him through the palm trees and speak to Mo the Mouse. And just spam the A button to get through all of the dialogue until we have control of our character again. After that convo, head back to the beach and speak to the monkey man. He'll give us a monkey fact. We're now going to head back to Mo and you'll get some mouthwash from him. Very clever. And then we're going to go back to the beach, past Larry on the right, and we can speak to Fresh X on these sunbeds. And he'll give us some toothpaste. After that, back through the palm trees, to the right a little, we can pick up this broom leaning against this tree. Back out to the beach, to the left this time, we can speak to Noodle to get some wool. And just as we leave him, we can pick up this magnet on the table next to him. And then after that, in the water, we can talk to the koala and gain the shell. Back through the palm trees then, speak to Orbit to gain a magnifying glass. And then next to Orbit on the right, we can speak to Martin, who will give us some gold. Very generous. Back to the beach, next to Larry, you'll want to speak to Bernie, and you'll get the last ingredient we need for the Hustled Hard achievement for another 50 Gs. So now we have all of those, we can speak to Larry and let him know we've got all the ingredients for the dynamite to make an explosion. So select the explosion prompt, then yes, and that will initiate a cutscene. After that cutscene, you want to head to the end of this cave to speak to Finley. And you'll get the Got Spooked achievement for 50 gamer score. And that is case 1 solved. It was Finley making those noises. Job done. And everyone will celebrate by having a dance off and we'll pick a winner. We can choose anyone, it doesn't matter. I'm going to choose Martin as he banged out some top rock and breakdancing is my ting. Shout out Hong 10. And that will get you the Pick to Winner achievement for another 50 Gs. We're back in the office again, I think this is. Answer the phone and skip through the dialogue, or don't, it's up to you. And you'll get the Answered the Call achievement for another 50 Gs. So right, that's case 1 done. On to case 2, you'll start in the office again. And you do actually have to look around before you can interact with the telephone for some reason. And then like before, we're going to skip through the dialogue. We're going to do a 180, pick up the magnifying glass, press the right trigger to look through it, and then interact with the doorknob to get through a cutscene. After the cutscene, head into Larry's office and interact with the notebook on his desk, and then we can drag any sticker onto the notebook. I just chose the robot. I don't know why, that's just got to be the coolest one, right? Maybe the alien? I don't know. Anyway, hit I'm done, and then yep, for the sticky achievement, and that'll be worth 50 Gs. After that, we're going to press the X button to open the notebook and X again to close it. And then we're going to head right down the corridor and interact with the doorknob for the intro to case 2. And you'll start at Warlock Woods, head to the right as you enter and speak to Ralph. After Ralph, turn to the right and speak to Susan. After speaking with Susan, you can pick up and find a pie located in the center next to this stand. And we're going to head onto the stand to speak to Noddy. After that conversation with Noddy, we're going to head left and retrieve another pie from this plant pot. And then after that, we're going to speak to Mary just in front of us. And then after Mary, to the right of this shop entrance, we can find another pie under this table. So be sure to pick that one up. And then we're going to speak to Carlos. Head right of Carlos and to the right of this house, and you'll find another pie just before speaking to the deer in the hot tub. So be sure to pick that up. And then speak to the deer, which is Victor. And then we're going to mash through all of the dialogue, and this will attempt to give Victor one of the pies you found, which will get you the gross achievement for 50 gamer score. After Victor, we're going to head to the center again, and this time speak to Mandy. And Mandy would like us to find her 5 missing pies. After speaking with her, the last one will appear on this light at the entrance. And then once you've got that, head back to Mandy, speak to her and mash through the dialogue. And you'll give her the 5 missing pies and she'll give you a fresh pie. We can now head back to Victor in the hot tub, mash the A button again to give him the fresh pie and receive a party hat from him. And now we're going to head back to the shop and speak to Carlos, and he'll give us a rug. We actually need to speak to Carlos for a second time for the big spender achievement for 50 gamer score. We're going to mash through all of the dialogue to purchase the Noddy pick, which will initiate a cutscene with Grace Baxner, one of the developers who will give us our money back. Now we have that achievement, go to the stand and speak to Noddy. We'll give her the rug and she will give us some building supplies in return. Turn right, speak to Ralph and mash through the dialogue again to give him the building supplies, and he'll give us a hook. Turn right again and speak to Susan. We're going to give her the hook she needs, to which she will open the door to her home whenever we need it. And then just on from Susan, we're going to speak to Mary. We'll give her some money in return for Barney's phone number. Now we have that phone number, we can head inside Susan's house and interact with the phone to speak to Barney. And then outside Susan's house to the right, by the entrance, you can pick up some glasses. And now head back, interact with the doorknob of the house just right of Carlos's shop. Once inside, we're going to head back left and interact with the invisible wizard. From there, turn right, head around the boxes, interact with him again. Then back the way you came, left of the entrance, we can find and interact with him again. And then lastly, do a 180, head into the basement to the left to speak to him. After that dialogue, we will be brought to this scene where both prompts will give us a separate achievement. So select the first option for now, Evil Guy Did It, and that will be the end of Case 2, and you'll get 100 gamer score and the Expert Investigator achievement for completing the notebook, as well as the FIBBER achievement. So back at the office again then, we're going to pick up the phone to end out Case 2 with a bit of a cutscene teasering Case 3. So let's jump back into Case 2 to fetch that other achievement. This time we're going to select Play, then Scene Select, and then Scene 5 Mystery Solved. So be careful you're not mashing through this dialogue too quickly that you hit the first option again. We need to select Lola Did It this time, and then get through the rest of the scenes. And that will net you the Snitch achievement for 50 gamer score. Once you've got that achievement, you are good to bring up the menu and save and quit. So select back, and then we're going to start Case 3. Hit play and we'll start off in the office playing as Mary. Interact with his telephone as usual, mash through the dialogue. We're going to do a 180, pick up the magnifying glass, press the right trigger to look through it, and then interact with the doorknob to get a cutscene. After the cutscene, we'll be back playing as Frog Detective. We're going to head into the telephone box directly to our left, and then interact with the phone inside. After that dialogue, interact with the scooter next to the telephone box. We can now press the Y button to hop on the scooter at any point to get to areas quicker. So hop on that and take the path ahead, and you'll have a bit of an intro cutscene into Case 3. After that, head down the hill into the town, and you'll automatically speak to Larry and receive a notebook. You'll also get the Made It to Town achievement for 50 gamer score. score. And then we're going to head right here into the sheriff's office to interact with the green gloves on the desk. After that, head back out and interact with this map found just outside the red barn. And then here there is a missable achievement here. We need to attempt to get into the graveyard with our scooter. So hit the Y button to hop on your scooter, and we're going to press the A button to attempt to jump over the fence into the graveyard. I found using the rock face to the right allowed the achievement to pop, and that will get you the graveyard break-in achievement for 50 gamer score. After that, you can hop off your scooter and head inside the bar opposite the red barn, interact with Bonnie behind the bar, and then after that conversation we're going to interact with all of the pictures on the wall just left of Bonnie to locate the ghost picture. Once you've interacted with all of the pictures, you will have a little cutscene where a new picture appears. Interact with the new picture to obtain the ghost picture. We're then going to head upstairs and speak to Dusty. After Dusty, head to the red barn and speak to Rhonda Mousy. After that conversation, we are going to collect 4 flowers. You can find lots scattered around the desert. It's not just limited to the ones I'm going to show you. So left of the graveyard, you can find a flower on this cactus here, and then jump on your scooter, head up the small hill in front of you to find another flower here. From that one, we are going to head past the bar, onto this rocky area to find another. And then you can find another flower located on this cactus by the entrance to the town. So then head into this building on the left just before the bar and pick up the carrots on the stall. Then after that, interact with Wendy. From Wendy, head back into the bar and speak to Bonnie, and spam through the dialogue to deliver her the carrots and the cactus flowers we just picked up. And then before leaving the bar, we can speak to Pistol, mash through the dialogue, we will show him the picture of the ghost, which will get us the haunted photo achievement for 50 Gs, and we'll also give him a picture of Wendy to paint, which he does instantly. So we're going to head back to Wendy to give her that painting. In return, she'll give us a ladder. In the building left from Wendy's, we can speak to Craig. We'll give him the ghost picture and in return receive a pickaxe. From Craig's, jump on your scooter and head through the buildings in front of us, over this rocky hill and interact with the well located behind it. This will use our ladder and we can head down. Down here then we can locate and pick up a key, then we're good to turn around and interact with the ladder to head back up. Once up, jump back on your scooter and head into the sheriff's office and speak to the sheriff. After that, just right of the sheriff's office, we can speak to Susie, and you'll need to speak to her a second time to get her added to your notebook. So be sure to do that. Once done, head back to Rhonda Mousy at the red barn. We'll ask Rhonda to make us a fake ID for Susie. Once you've got that, speak to Susie to give her the fake ID. In return, she'll give you a crime map. We're then going to jump on the scooter and head past the graveyard on the left, up the hill, jump off the scooter and speak with the Shermanator, and we'll trade our pickaxe for his shovel. Once done, head back to Larry the Lobster and we'll have all of the items he requires, and we'll also give him the stew. After that, we can interact with the lock on the gate to use the key we found. Head behind the church and interact with the dirt pile to use our shovel on it, and this will dig up the lost hats. So we're going to head out of the graveyards towards the crowd to initiate a cutscene. The cutscene basically shows us getting swindled and locked up, but we'll get the bad room achievement for 50 Gs, so that's something. After the case 3 credits and some cutscenes later, we will have control of Mystery Monkey to help release Frog Detective and uncover the truth. We'll get the Monkey achievement for a whopping 100 Gs for playing as him, and then we can head down the corridor and interact with the doorknob to head into the office. Pick up the detective powder on the desk, do a 180, head back down the corridor, and use the powder with the A button on all of the photos. This will reveal a kiss mark on each of them, and this will net you the kiss achievement for another 100 gamer score. And that, guys, is your full 1000G for Frog Detective. If you want to finish off the game, you're more than welcome, but it's not necessary. Guys, if you can please subscribe and help me hit 2K before the end of the year, that would be awesome, and I'll keep dropping videos like this. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.